Let me ask you, have you ever felt paralyzed right at the finish line? You did the research, picked your platform, even set aside some cash and then froze when it was time to actually invest. Trust me, you're not alone. Most people get stuck here, and I've totally been there myself, staring at the Invest Now button like it might bite me. That's why today's episode matters. You will finally move from learning to doing. Before we jump right in, I want you to become part of something bigger than a solo journey. If you subscribe to this channel, you're joining a global community where every question matters and no step is too small. Plus, you'll get new strategies, success stories, and answers to investing's biggest questions every single week. So take a breather, click the subscribe button now, and let's keep growing together. So, you've opened your investment account, money's in there, ready to work. But what should you buy as your very first investment? This decision can feel daunting, but I promise you, it doesn't have to be. Let's start with the basics that work globally in nearly every country, even if you're using just $10, $1,000, or $10. For true beginners, low-cost index funds or exchange-traded funds ETFs are usually the perfect starting point. Why? Because you're not betting on a single stock or company. You're owning tiny pieces of hundreds, even thousands, all at once. Here's a realistic example. Imagine you're in the US and you pick an S&P 500 ETF like VU or SPY. That means you own a slice of America's biggest 500 companies. Think Apple, Microsoft, and even Starbucks in India. Look at Nifty 50 or Sensex index funds from platforms like Zerata or Grow in Europe or the UK. FTSE 100 or Stock 600 ETFs. Even with global platforms, you can often pick world index funds, so no matter where you start, you're spreading your risk and setting up for steady, honest growth. One of the best parts, you can start small. If I could go back, I'd whisper to my younger self, you don't have to be rich, you just have to be consistent. I know people who started by investing the price of their monthly coffee, and today they're sitting on portfolios worth thousands, simply because they started and then kept going. And don't worry about making things perfect. The markets will go up and down, sometimes even in your very first week. What matters isn't timing everything right, it's getting your money in the game and letting time do its magic. Let's turn this into concrete steps. Here's your actual first investment to-do list. Decide the amount you want to start with. Don't skip investing because you think it's too little. Remember, $10 or $500 is absolutely okay for your first buy. Log into your chosen investment tab or platform. Search for index fund or ETF based on where you are. Look for words like broad market, S&P 500, Nifty 50, or global equity. Double-check the fees, often called expense ratios, and make sure they're under 0.5%. Lower is generally better. Hit buy. You'll need to enter the amount or number of units. Don't worry, you don't have to buy a full share if the platform supports fractional shares, units. Congrats, you're now an investor. Celebrate it truly. Take a photo. Mark the date. This isn't just a transaction, it's the beginning of a brand new habit, and you'll thank yourself in a year, 5 years, or even decades from now. Let's make this even more real with another example. I helped a friend in the UK last year open her very first stocks and shares ISA. She started with just £50, picked a global index tracker fund, and set it to automatically invest that same amount monthly. 1 year in, she's more confident, has learned a ton, and now looks for even better investment options. Everyone's starting point is different, but when you move forward with consistency and discipline, you're ahead of people who just sit on the sidelines dreaming. You might still have doubts. What if the market drops right after I buy? What if I pick the wrong fund? Here's what experience and reams of global investing data tell us. Perfect timing is a myth. It's staying invested over years, especially through market ups and downs, that builds real wealth. Your results will look different from mine or from anyone else's who's watching this video. But if you stick to your plan, review your choices once or twice a year, and keep investing regularly, you give yourself the best shot at reaching your goals. As the saying goes, don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. In next week's episode, we'll dive into how to diversify, what that actually means, why it's more powerful than just buying multiple stocks, and how to balance between safety and growth. Plus, I'll show you how to avoid the rookie mistakes that can cost beginners time and money. If you've got questions about your first investment or want to share your own first-time investing story, Drop it in the comments. Your experience could help someone halfway around the world. And if you haven't already, this is your sign. Subscribe to join this global investing family. Every single step you take makes you stronger, more confident, and closer to financial freedom. Let's keep making progress one habit, one investment at a time.